In this video, I'm going to share a very simple and fun to make dessert recipe for early onset of mild cough with minimum phlegm. Even if no cough, it is great for dry throat or general dryness, especially during dry season such as autumn. It is good for adults and safe for the children. Hi everyone, my name is Shirley, a Chinese medicine practitioner and a pharmacist in Australia. In this channel, I share Chinese herbal knowledge and simple herbal recipe that you can cook easily at home. If you want to learn more, don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you'll be notified when new video releases. The recipe today is so simple and fun to make. I'm sure you will like it. Basically, all you need is 1 Asian pear with some rock sugar or honey, small handful of goji if you have them in your pantry, 1 or 2 red dates if you have them in your pantry. It is another classical recipe. Many in Asia, especially mothers with young children, know about this recipe as it is safe and yummy for the little kiddos. There are many recipes or different methods of cooking out there. I just want to make it simple today so that most of you can make it on a whim. Some of the recipes added some herbs that either harder to find or hard to get a good one. Did you know that traditional Chinese medicine study food just like studying the Chinese herbs? We observe what food do in our bodies and how we feel or react to it after consuming them. According to Chinese medicine, Asian pear has 3 functions. They are, number 1, generate fluid, number 2, they can clear heat, and number 3, they can relieve cough and dissolve phlegm. Dry cough often accompanied with dry throat, or the cough is easily triggered by dry and scratchy throat. Asian pear can generate fluid, hence by relieving the dryness. That's also explained why it can relieve the dry cough. If you have small amount of phlegm, the pear also can dissolve phlegm too. If there's a copious phlegm, probably it's harder to work. I want to show you a traditional double boiler. Usually the size is reasonably small like this. The pear can go straight in. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. Just use a normal pot. I might also show you both ways of doing that. But I'm going to start with the double boiler because it's something new, something interesting for you. So this is the Asian pear. Give it a good wash. You do not have to peel the skin. Unless you're unsure the quality, then you can peel the skin. So I'm going to chop the top off. Okay, next you have to get rid of the middle part. Just be really careful how you use the knife. The reason why you want to create like a little hole, just so your herbs can go in there. Okay, so you have cut the hole in the middle. So I'm just going to put a small rock sugar in and then 1 red date. And I pop in some goji berries. Probably 1 more. Yes, perfect. So I can put 2 red dates in. And this is like a little cap to go on top. Let's see. Okay. I like mine with a bit more pear water. So I'm going to add just a little bit. Don't have to add too much because at the end, once the pear is cooked, they will have more fluid come out. The pear is ready in the double boiler. We need to put it in the bigger pot. So before you put the double boiler in, make sure you have a little stand like this to go in, and then you put the pot in. So when the water boiling, so it has a room in between the double boiler and the pot, so it won't crack the double boiler just in case. And that's in. And then you're gonna fill the side pot with water, 1/3 or half. The whole idea is the herbs and the pear are not in direct contact with the fire or the flame, so it is cooked by the water around it, and it's slightly different than the steaming because the steaming is more or less cooked by the steam. So now we can bring it to the stove. Okay, while we are double boiling the other one, so let's just do another even simpler one, which is just put it in a pot. So I've got another bigger pear. I didn't get the best one. Like I say, you don't have to peel the skin. Just wash it thoroughly and then just cut it into smaller pieces. So they are all there. Because it's a bigger pear and I've got a bigger pot, so I can put a bit more Chinese herbs, a small rock sugar. You can also add honey, either together with this, or if you worry about all the goodies being killed during the cooking process, then you can add the honey at the end. So I'm just going to put about 6 red dates. So a small handful of goji berries, and then about 2 cups of water. So as you can see, the other one is boiling now, and then let's just cook this together. It's very soft, it's very juicy. It's such a great dessert. Something slightly sweet and nourishing at the same time, but not overly strict. There's no dairy, there's no gluten or anything in there. So it's suitable for any types of diet. So now let's try this one. I know it looks really dark, it's just the way it is. Sometimes you look, oh, it doesn't look very appetizing. But as you know, pear, once it's exposed to the air, it does get darker. And when it's cooked in the double boiler for such a long time, it turns color, which is normal. Okay, let's give it a taste. This one, because the way that they cook is slightly more crunchy than this, because it's not cut, it's all in a full pear. And the texture is quite different, slightly crunchy, but still soft. So obviously with this, all the flavor is still in the pear, and with this soup, most of the flavor, while it's in the pear, it's also in the fluid. Quite different flavor, depending on whether you like a soup base or whether you like to eat your fruits like this. So a bit like the Western cooking, sometimes you do, for example, you bake your apple, you bake some of the fruits. So here you go. So the same recipe, 2 different methods. So actually it's the third one. If you don't have a double boiler, you just steam it. So it still come out like this. Might be a little bit different, the texture as well. You might ask, why can't I just eat it raw? Yes, you can eat it raw, but when you eat it raw, it's mainly to help to relieve the thirst or the dry throat. However, for cough relief, traditionally we find cooking the pear with the rock sugar actually provide better cough relief. This is because in Chinese medicine, rock sugar support our digestion and the lung too, the Chinese medicine lung. Ideally, the pear is an Asian pear, as this is what traditionally been used and what the Chinese medicine doctors observe in Asia, because that's what is available. Any kind of Asian pear. I haven't really tried the Western pear. You can give it a go and see whether it also works, or compare the effects of different pears. Being a pharmacist, I want to be very careful, so there are a few precautions that you must take before using this recipe blindly, especially if you want to use it for cough relief. Number 1 is you have to look at the phlegm. If the phlegm color is yellowish or greenish, please do not use this recipe and go to see your doctor first, just in case if it is a bacterial infection. Number 2, if there are signs of breathlessness or hacking cough, or if you have a history of asthma, please go to see your doctor as soon as possible, as there might be other more severe underlying causes, especially for young children. Number 3, this recipe is only for the early onset of cough, not for chronic cough. If symptoms persist or if there is a fever, please go to see your doctor immediately. Number 4, this recipe is only good for cough with heat signs and dryness only. It is not for cold type of cough because the pear is cold in nature. It might make the cough worse if it is a cold type of cough. So how to differentiate whether it is a cold type of cough or heat type of cough? Heaty cough usually accompanied with symptoms such as sore throat, constipations, and feeling warm, but make sure there's no fever though. Fever, you have to go to see the doctor. Some people swear by this recipe. Of course, I can't guarantee the result. It's just so simple. But we do use it traditionally, and a lot of people do find it can be helpful, especially in the early onset. Yeah. So yeah, even it doesn't relieve the cough completely, by relieving the dryness in the throat can already partially help. Otherwise, you can also treat it like a dessert or a treat for yourself or your children, especially during drier season or drier weather. It's actually quite common in Asian countries like Hong Kong. Before autumn, they start to drink the Asian pear soup. According to Chinese medicine theories, Chinese medicine lung actually really dislike dryness. It functions weaken if the weather is too dry. So if we put effort to moisten the lung during dry season or leading up to it, you are also indirectly strengthen your immunity and reduce the chances of getting a cough or a cold. That's all from me today, and I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video. If you do give it a thumbs up to support the channel and share with your friends and family. If you also on other social media platform, I'll see you there. I would love you to join my newsletter. I call it Herbal Mail, M-A-I-L mail. So it's like almost a mail go into your mailbox. I won't spam you. I don't even have time to write a lot. You do receive an email from me every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks or so, just to say hi, give you some tips, something extra out from my channel. And also do pay attention to my upcoming online course. I will teach some basic Chinese medicine theories. I will have live Q&A during the course, and I will teach you how to monitor signs and symptoms. And then from there, we can somehow work up very simple recipe that is best for you at that particular time, according to the season, according to your body type. I think I'll stop talking now, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, see you. Thank you.